Hello, peeps. So we just went for a walk, Andy and I, and nice and bright and early. And Andy, her back was playing up a little bit, and I noticed that she was trying to force her shoulders back and down and keep herself in good posture, and it was actually making it worse, if anything. And I said to her, "No, no, no. Remember, there's an Alexandra technique. You might have heard of it, and different exercises and so on. It's called the Alexandra technique." And I said, remember in the Alexandra technique where you imagine a piece of string and it's pulling you up. So you imagine your body sort of stretching out. And as a consequence, when you do that, when you think that way, because it's more of a mental thing, your body naturally will fall into good posture. Eventually. And it makes such a difference. She felt the stress off her back, because when you're pulling your shoulders back and down and this and this, you're actually putting pressure on your spine, not in a good way. Well, the reason I bring that up is because so many people say to me, okay, so you're telling me that it's in my thinking. Okay, so I gotta think positive, right? I gotta stop the negative thinking, and I gotta force myself, right, to think positive and look for the good, and okay, be grateful and write these things down and do all this thing. And it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. That's the equivalent of trying to force your body to heal. You ever tried that? How's that work? You got to wait for your body to do what it does best, right? Well, you got to wait for your mind to do what it does best. What you do is you get rid of distractions. How do you heal your body? Well, you might put a band-aid over it so that nothing gets in the way, and then you let your body do what it does best, right? Well, that's the same with your mind. All you need to do is just notice your thinking. Just notice that it's your thinking. And remember that nothing has any meaning except the meaning that you give it. So, like this morning, I had some crazy thoughts about my past. It's like, where the heck did that come from? And I felt a little sort of melancholy and so on. And I've said this before, I know, but again, it happened this morning. And I suddenly remembered, and I really did, because initially I fell into it, but I suddenly remembered, whoa, this is my thinking. And as I started doing that, remember I've done this a while, so it's a little quicker for me, I appreciate. As I started remembering it's in my thinking, that feeling, that yucky feeling, that melancholy completely disappeared. Now, it won't do that every time, won't do that, instantly. It might take a while, but the more you do this, and just notice it's my thinking, realizing it's your thinking. Remember, nothing, if you look at a chair, it doesn't become a chair until you recognize it as a chair. I was going a little over the top maybe for Monday morning, but remember, you don't need to think positive. You don't need to force yourself to be grateful. You don't need to force yourself into good posture, metaphorically. You just allow the string to take you up to a spiritual understanding, which is, it's not that what you're thinking, it's that you're thinking. And when you start doing that, just watch how you calm your mind. You don't need to necessarily be sitting meditating for hours. Again, that's somewhat forcing again. You can just live in meditation. Let me know what you think. Tell me what you think. Tell me your situation. Tell me what's happening to you. What's happening with you. And if you have any questions, I would be more than happy to answer them. All right, you take care.